Hey Virgo, hope you're doing good. We're going to be doing your June 20, almost said 2020, June 2022 love reading. Again, it's going to be timeless. It can be Virgo anywhere in your chart, even if you don't have Virgo, you have it in one of your houses. So really, if the title resonates and the message resonates, then it was meant for you. You know, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and that's it. Yeah, I hope you guys are good. We're going to be using the Mystical Cat Tarot. Excuse me, I think I have a hair on my face. But yeah, so we're just going to shuffle up. We're going to do your person's energy, or your energy, your person's energy, and the energy in between. So let's shuffle up, see what we got for you guys. What do we have here for Virgo? And in love. Okay, wow. So we got a big old stack. Starting off at the bottom of the deck, though, we have the Lovers. I think it's beautiful. This can represent Gemini, perhaps, that you're dealing with, or just the overall energy that you're in right now. It looks like, I mean, it's a love reading. We have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. That's a good start. But we have a big stack of cards. I'm not going to show them all yet. I'm going to probably split these up into both of your energies, and we're going to go from there. So we're going to start with the energy, pulling the first card, which is the Good Kitty reversed, right? So maybe the one I'm picking up on this card is you may have experienced a lot of disappointments in relationships. You may have been through a lot, quite a lot, Virgo, as most of us have when it comes to love. And it feels like you may be entering a new situation that you're afraid will reflect this type of energy. But we're going to pull some more cards and see what's going on here for your energy here. Yeah. To me, it looks like you're scared. You're not trusting the universe. The Star Reverse tells me that you need to trust the universe a little bit more, and you need to trust the fact that you will get a situation that is reminiscent of happiness for you. Not everything you manifest is going to be reminiscent of this reverse energy. But I feel like a big reason you may be feeling like this and having trouble trusting is because you have been through so much. But like I said, we have the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck. So I mean, it looks like either you're in a relationship or you're calling in a relationship and you're afraid of what is coming in. So what I'm feeling like is you may be talking to somebody new. You may have just started something new and you're afraid that it's going to end up like this. I think all of us have those fears, and I think it's perfectly normal. Another card for you here is the Five of Wands. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like your past is really just getting to you right now. I feel like you're a little bit in your head about it. You're kind of fearing the new changes coming to you, and you're just not trusting enough. I feel like you may have had a lot of arguments in the past. People may have really put you down. They may have just talked bad to you, you know, really just treated you like you didn't matter. And, you know, it sucks. I'm so sorry about that. It's something that nobody should have to go through, but it is unfortunately something that many of us go through. But what I'm feeling here is it could be related to family is what I'm hearing. Maybe you've had situations where your family's put you down quite a bit. Maybe they have treated you like you're just, you know, just whatever. You know what I mean? Sometimes that happens in families. Yeah, we're going to go, we have another card here for you, though. It's going to be the Sky Kitten. So I feel like this new person that you are talking to, I feel like there's somebody new here. It could be an air sign that you're dealing with. They may be a little bit younger than you. This could also represent, you know, like keeping tabs on somebody, but it doesn't really feel like that kind of energy. Or what it feels like is this feels like somebody new that is coming in. Either this person is a reflection of this or isn't a reflection of this, and that's up for you to decide. That's something you have to learn to discern for yourself. Now we're going to pull some cards, you know, for both of you guys, and we'll get a better idea here. But it does feel like you have something new in your life right now, or something you're considering moving towards. Either that or you're open to love is what I'm hearing. I feel like you've been through all of this. You recognize, you know, just how difficult all this was, and you maybe felt like the universe kind of betrayed you sometimes, and maybe you, with a star in reverse, maybe you feel like you just can't trust the universe, right, because of what you've gone through. And honestly, I understand that. I recently have been in that exact space where I just straight up was like, you know what, universe, like, you're gonna have to gain my trust again. I straight up was like, Spirit, you're gonna have to regain my trust, because of all the stuff that I had gone through is really just stuff that made me not trust the universe. And I specifically was vocal about that with Spirit, and Spirit was very loud and came through to regain my trust. So let me just tell you that from personal experience, you can get what you want in a relationship. You can get what you deserve, because you do deserve love. We all deserve love because we exist, right? But I want to get some more cards here. I think we have one more card here for you before we get into the other person's energy. What I'm seeing here with the Eight of Cups, it could represent just walking away from anything that looks like this. A lot of the times, before we get what it is we want, Spirit is going to put things into our lives that's going to force us to either stay the same, stay in the same situations, or you be smart enough to walk away from something in order to get what it is we know we deserve. And let me say also from personal experience that has been something I have gone through, where I've been in situations where I've had to personally walk away from things that I knew were not right for me. And I feel like that's what you're being faced with right now. You're in this space of needing to love yourself enough to walk away from people who are not bringing you either what it is you know you want or aren't treating you very well. But that's not necessarily what I'm picking up on here. I mean, it can be, but more than anything, it feels like this is just a lesson that you've healed and that you've already kind of worked through. Something that you may be working through now, or something that you have worked through in the past. We're going to get some energy on your other person, though. So starting off, we have the Fool. Okay? So this could represent somebody maybe immature, but it doesn't feel like the case. If it was in the reverse, I would say yes. But what it's looking like to me is you have a new opportunity with somebody in your life. And I say that because we have the Six of Pentacles here. And to me, this feels like something balanced coming in. You have a new opportunity to either heal from the past through this person, or bringing balance into the relationship by choosing to set boundaries with somebody who may be treating you that way. So I think a really big lesson here for you right now, Virgo, is if you are in a relationship with somebody and you are noticing things that are making you feel like you're not being treated very well, this person may not be aware of that. I feel like a lot of the times we have a lot of unconscious things that we do, and it's up to our partner sometimes to be vocal about how things make us feel. It's up to us to speak up to our partner, to set boundaries, because it's healthy. It's part of a healthy relationship to set boundaries. It's part of a healthy relationship to have conflict. Conflict is a necessary part of a relationship because that is what brings you close together. So the story I'm kind of getting now with all these cards that you had is that's your lesson in this relationship, right? As you have this Five of Wands energy, there may be some arguments, there may be some conflicts. Again, this was actually in the upright position, I think it was. And so this may be somebody you're having arguments with, somebody that is very quick-witted, somebody that is willing to just maybe say things without thinking, and it may be causing you to feel like you want to walk away from this a little bit. But before you walk away, see if there's a way that you can resolve this conflict with this person, because what I'm feeling like here, it's a good opportunity to achieve balance in this relationship. Next up we have the Sky King. So this could definitely be somebody who is very, very quick-witted, who is very, very sure of what they want. They're not afraid to get what they want. This could be them coming towards you, wanting this new opportunity, and you're maybe a little bit apprehensive because of everything you've been through in the past. And so I think the main message I'm getting here is you need to understand like how your trauma is affecting this new relationship, or if you're in a relationship, how this trauma is affecting the way you're communicating with this person, and understanding that a lot of what you're experiencing could just be you feeling triggered. It may not have anything to do with the other person more than it does have to do with your own triggers, and it's your responsibility to manage those emotions, to manage those triggers, and understand that it's not always your partner's job to take care of those things for you, because we do have the Six of Cups reverse, and this is in your partner's energy. So I feel like you're both going through this right now. I think you guys are kind of mirroring each other here, where the Six of Cups reverse can talk about just a lot of failed past relationships, a lot of things from the past that are causing this person to possibly get into this King of Swords phase, right? So I feel like right now this person is going through a healing process, and this is what's been coming up for all of the signs I've noticed. We're all going through this really deep healing and purging of familial trauma, past relationships, and it's just allowing us to step into a new phase in our lives and relationships, honestly. But we're going to move on to the energy between you two right now. Let's get into that. I'm going to pull all the cards. I've just been pulling from the pile. I'm pulling them from the bottom. So these are the last 4 cards as the energy between you guys, right? So let's take a look. We have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So again, this is touching on family issues. This could be issues with their family, issues with your family, how both of those experiences have shaped your ability to show up in this relationship, and understanding that is a very big factor in how you move forward in a relationship with somebody. And you guys might be, triggering each other regarding, your past experiences with family. Maybe family trauma is being triggered here with you and your partner, because we also have the Six of Wands reverse. And so I feel like there's this sense of holding back. There's a sense of maybe not opening up to each other, not because you don't want to, but because it's just difficult. Maybe you're having trouble really understanding what it is you're feeling, and you don't know how to move forward in a way that's going to be healthy, right? So maybe you're in this space of kind of taking a step back from each other, maybe not talking as much, doing a lot of inner work, and I feel like it's a good thing to do that. I feel like space is healthy, especially if it's a soulmate twin flame thing, you know, the separation thing. It's really good to work through some tough issues within yourself so you don't bring that into the relationship, right? Like taking responsibility for what you're going through. Because we do have the King of Pentacles reverse and the Nine of Swords reverse. So I feel like this speaks to me of commitment issues, and this is the energy between you both. So this could very well be a situation where you guys aren't fully together yet, and you guys are maybe still getting to know each other, still kind of fresh. It's a new opportunity, again, with the Fool and your person's energy that you guys are exploring, but it's recognizing that there are some definite communication issues, there are some definite commitment issues, and it's important to recognize that within each other and not force the other person to do anything they're not ready to do. So if there's somebody you're talking to that's not ready for commitment, it's understanding that it's okay for them to be in that space, and you just kind of have to accept that. And it's not something where you can force commitment on somebody. You can't say, hey, I need you to commit to me, and if you don't, I'm leaving. You can do that, but then you're kind of robbing yourself of the opportunity to get to know somebody. Just because somebody can't give you the full-on commitment right away does not mean that they don't love you, does not mean that they aren't interested in you. It just means that people take time. You know, everybody moves at their own pace depending on what they've been through, and it's just really, really important to recognize, I think, in this situation, right? But I feel like there does need to be communication about that, because it seems to have to do with family. This could talk to me about, you know, past relationships that may have caused you guys to feel like this. Again, family, friends, past lovers. But it's something where commitment issues are the big factor here, and it's just glaringly staring me in the face, guys. But it's a relationship that is here. I mean, we have the lovers, like we have the lovers at the bottom of the deck, guys, and it's something where I feel like you do have a really good opportunity here. You have a really good relationship with this person. It feels like you guys have a lot of intellectual conversations. You guys are getting to know each other on a deep level. This could represent even just a friendship, honestly. Maybe this is somebody that you're just friends with right now, and you guys are both still trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out, you know, do I want to commit to this person? So it might not be so much as commitment issues as to wondering if you can commit to this person. And I think that's going both ways. And so I feel like that might be causing a little bit of confusion within the connection. But I think more than anything, yeah, it's just needing to take the time to get to know each other without forcing anything onto each other at the moment. I would like to get a final advice here for you, Virgo. Spirit, can we get a final advice for Virgo here in this situation? Final advice for Virgo and their person. What can we get? Final advice for Virgo. I'm just feeling, it feels like a heaviness. I just feel this heaviness between you two. It's like a tension, but I feel like it can be worked through, right? Yeah, I feel like there's just a lack of communication. There's miscommunications with this Sky Tom reverse. That would be the Page of Swords reverse. Maybe you guys are in separation. Maybe you guys are not even really talking that much right now because of what you're going through, and there's this need to let go of the pettiness. There's this need to let go of the need to be right all the time, is what I'm hearing. So maybe just like understanding that everybody has their own way of going about relationships, and it's not always, I wouldn't say there's any right or wrong way, but it's just recognizing that your way isn't always the right way and their way isn't always the wrong way, and vice versa, right? And so it's understanding that like there needs to be a sense of understanding and balance for the process that each of you are going through as to how you approach commitment. And so I think a good advice for you for this card is like, take the time to ask questions. Maybe don't be so presumptuous, and just ask them, you know, like, you know, how do you feel about commitment, or what issues do you have in a relationship, or what have you been through in the past that has caused you to view relationships in the way you approach them now, and really get a deeper understanding of how this person is approaching you, so that way there's a lot less miscommunication and no blame games. I think that's really important. I want to get one more pull for you. Can we get a little bit? I want to clarify this Sky Tom reverse. Okay, a little bit more clarification here. Spirit, one last advice here. Oh, that one's flopping all the way out. Yeah. There's a need to free yourself either from this person or from your own mind. It really feels like it's your own mental state. I feel like there's this energy of like holding on too tightly of your way of seeing things, and it feels like it goes both ways. I feel like you both have such a particular way of looking at relationships that it's causing you guys to not see each other for how you are, and it's causing you guys to not see the relationship for the potential of growth that it has, right? That's really what it feels like. I'm gonna get just a little bit more. How can they free themselves from this? What can a Virgo do here with their person to foster a healthier understanding and communication between them at this time, Spirit? What can we get for this? Okay. Yeah, so this is actually really, really nice. We have final advice here would be the King of Cups, the Lovers, and the Ace of Cups. So I think what I'm feeling with this is there's a need to go within. With the King of Cups, there's a need to understand what it is you see a new start as. Like, what do you see a relationship like? How about this? What is important for you in a relationship? What is important for both of you? And how can you approach it in a way that's going to be emotionally mature, in a way that's going to allow you guys to enjoy each other? Because it looks like you both have a lot of love for each other. I mean, we have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, and as I did some more shuffling, that came out, and it's looking like you guys are in a really good position to build a relationship. But it's something where you guys are going to need to work at it and on yourselves. It's like working on yourselves to work on each other, right? But it looks like there is a good opportunity for growth, guys. It looks like this is a nice, emotionally healthy relationship. And while there may be some miscommunications, it doesn't necessarily feel like it's an unhealthy thing. It feels like it's a very healthy conflict or a very healthy thing that you guys are working through. But that's all I have for you, Virgo. It sounds like you guys are really maturing and healing, both together and as individuals, right? And yeah, that's all I got for you. It's a beautiful reading, guys. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some work, but I think it's a really good opportunity for you to mature, for both of you to mature emotionally and to grow the relationship to a mature space. That's what I got for you, Virgo. I hope you enjoy the rest of your month, and keep in mind again, this is timeless. But I will see you in your next reading. See you later. Bye bye.